Welcome back everyone to a new video. Today we're going to be installing an intake on my 2010 WRX. I picked this intake up off Facebook Marketplace while I was searching around. It's an AVO, you'll see on that side. It's an AVO intake. It is missing pieces, but $350 Australian. I got it for 50 bucks. So I went down to the local parts store, picked up a filter, another silicone joiner and some more hose clamps. And we're going to see what the difference is with this intake. See how good it sounds. I'm hoping for some nice dose because we've got a block blow off valve in this one. Sounds okay at the moment, but I reckon it's going to sound a hell of a lot better. I am curious to see what it's going to sound like with a stock intercooler. Most people you'll hear on YouTube or videos and that, they have a front mount. We all know front mount dose sounds beautiful, but I'm curious to see how much louder will it be if we take out all this stock plastic. My airbox currently does have a canister cut out the bottom, which you'll see when we take it out. So you can hear a bit of dose already, but it is quite quiet. It's like little whispers. So I'm curious to see what this one comes up with. I do like the design of this one too. It's like a 4-inch stack down. It's like a velocity stack kinda. And this is quite high quality, this stuff. Like, it is sturdy, like steel or stainless. I'm not steel by the looks of it. So I'm curious to see what it sounds like for aluminium piping. But first, we're going to have to go on a little drive to see what this sounds like. So I'm going to hook the GoPro up right there so we can hear what it sounds like driving around. We'll get a comparison video for you. Alright, so currently in the car right now. I've got the GoPro in the engine bay, which is the noise we'll be hearing over my voice as well. Just can't really hear it too well in the car, especially on this camera. But we'll get some sounds of what she sounds like at the moment. It's nothing crazy. I can just hear it in the car. Very quick, like whispering pigeon. So we're going to change that. It does have a really nice intake sound. Like, it's got good suck, you know. So I'm keen to see what it sounds like now. Like, she's probably going to have a pretty loud intake. And I never really wanted to do any performance stuff to this car. I wouldn't really call this performance. It's if you want performance out of this, you need to tune the car. From what I know online and things I've heard, these have somewhat of an adaptive ECU. So if they notice things off with an AFR, they'll adjust accordingly. I don't know how true that is. I have put an intake on once just to turn it on and see, and it did run pretty clean. So you can either reset your ECU by changing the battery, like take the battery out or something. But what I'm going to do is when we hook this intake up, I am going to just let it run, drive around just for a little bit, make sure it's happy. Oh yes, the squeaky WRX clutch pedal. Make sure it's happy for when I get on boost. I don't want to run it clean or break anything. But I'll load the car up. I've got a couple flutters, but I'll get on like brake and brake booster, and you can hear the intake real good right then. Like, so we'll see what she sounds like when we get back and we put that intake in. I'm so keen. It's gonna be so good. I was just on my drive home actually to go do the intake install, and we're getting sidetracked. I just got a very important message. See it right there? It'll never focus. It's an email, and I was doing some shirt work for a couple of guys who needed some shirts. They're going to Japan and they needed them in a rush. They need to be done today. But I also, while I was there, got some surprises for you guys, which I haven't spoke about on the YouTube yet, but let's go pick them up, eh? We'll go pick them up on the way. Holy shit, that was a wild one. They're in the middle of moving and their new address is the one that's pick up, but it's at the old address, but I remember where I was going. We have the goods, you can start to see. We'll go home, we'll print one right now so you guys can see exactly what I've got in store for you. Now that I've taken you on this silly adventure to go get this shirt stuff sorted, I think it might be a good time real quick just to say, like, if you guys are interested in the stuff I do like this, more vlog style, and not always working on a car or something, because I don't always have something to do on a car, but I'm always going and doing stupid stuff like this. It's not really stupid, but you know what I mean, just I'm going out and doing certain things that aren't just boring day-to-day life, so I'm more than happy to do more vlog style stuff. Just bring a camera with me if I'm going out anywhere, driving somewhere, drive through the mountains, like things like that. I can set the GoPro up on the windshield, and I'm more than happy to do things like that for sure. I'm not the best at speaking to a camera, I'm still learning a lot, so there's lots of ums and things like that, but yeah, I've got plenty of things that I get up to, so I'm more than happy to bring cameras along. I might just film a couple and post them and see if that's something you guys are interested in, and if it is, then I'll do more of them, because it's a lot easier for me to film things like this than it is to film something to do with cars all the time, because between work, money, like time for myself and friends and family and this and that, it's really hard to also work on cars like 24/7 to make content on them. So, you know, I'm not any rich, do this for a job kind of person, so it's a bit hard to constantly be working on cars and building cars and this and that. So I'd love to do that one day, but for now that's not really an ability for me, so I'm more than happy to do things like this. So if it is something that you're interested in, just let me know in the comments. Otherwise I might make a couple of videos anyway and see how they go. But now that we've got everything, I'm going to show you the shirt and we're going to install this intake. We have the goods. I've been excited about this one, but pretty much I've been wanting to level up my merchandise, and I've been hiring some people to do some designing, so they're way better than me, and we've got a killer one. So now available on our site is the new Want Me Dead street style tee. Chef's kiss, I love the look of this. Looks so good. Want Me Dead logo on the front. Look at that. So I get these, as you saw, I got these made, and then I print them all myself using the highest quality shirts we got. I always go for the best quality I possibly can, because if I wouldn't wear it, then I don't want anyone else wearing it. So I'll pop it on, show you what they look like, just like that. Looking good. So if you're after any of our merch, you head over to our website, streetstylegarage.co. These are now live, and I also have a new design that is getting made right now. I'll put a photo of it right here. It's the Street Style Takeover tee. Now if you like VIP cars, you like cars on shirts, and you like payday, you're gonna love it. It'll be out on our store as well the moment this video goes live, so make sure you head on over there to cop yourself one. If you want to cop yourself one of these takeover tee or any of the other tees, make sure you head on to our website, streetstylegarage.co, and grab yourself a tee. It helps us a bunch, means a lot to me. But from now, I'm going to stop self-plugging. We're going to get to finishing this intake. Alright, now that the shameless plugs are over, it's time to rip this whole shebangle out, piss it all off, throw the intake in, see what we got. Now, judging by the looks of it, I'm not going to film all this because no one wants to see some boring ass video of me trying to take an intake out. You're going to take the sensor off. Don't break that. You're going to want it. Don't break it. So take that out. Shit, whatever. Couple hose clamps and shit. Rip all this crap out. Get it out of the way, and we'll move on to the next thing. So in the next clip, this is going to be done. Well, that was a bit quicker than expected. Being a Subaru, 2 minutes later, the airbox is out. So that's what you're left with, a big ass hole. This is what we had. So the reason you could hear flutter was the intake piece goes into this box, goes into that box, into the motor on that one. And as you can see, this piece has actually been cut out at the bottom here. I'm pretty sure they have like a canister or something, so it's getting a lot extra airflow so you can hear loud induction noises because it's sucking it from the wheel well. So I don't know how much louder this is going to be, but hopefully a bit, because that's all plastic and this is good old metal. So we'll install this in now. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Unfortunately, thanks Supercheap for not having two blacks so you can join us. So I've got to run one blue, one black, but we hook it all up, make sure everything all fits nice. Should sit nice and down in the wheel well. I feel like it's going to get a bit heat soaked. They say it pulls cold air, which it probably does, but I feel like a nice heat shield here would be ideal, but oh well, it is what it is. We'll see how it goes without it. So just a slight interruption. I was looking at this and I went, wow, this doesn't really look like it's for a WRX. And this is the joys of the world when you buy something off marketplace off someone that clearly doesn't know what they're talking about. This might be for a WRX, but he said an 09. Now this is a airflow or mass sense, whatever you want to call it, for a WRX. Yeah, no, they're not the same, buddy, and the hole's not the same. But with my massive big brain ingenuity, we don't want air getting past, so I grabbed an O-ring from my O-ring set. This tightly fits around this, and it sits in there so snug on this angle that no air's getting through, and I almost don't even need a screw to hold it in. But I'm just going to tap a thread just up in that one right there, just so it can be held in place, and we'll have a working MAF sensor. Thank gosh that worked, because I would have been really annoyed. So I'm going to do all that off camera so she's good, and then we'll start hooking it all up. All done. I even covered those little holes because they went all the way through with nice little button heads, and I've kept it as straight as possible. And to prove that I'm not always stupid, look at that. That's how tight it is in there. It doesn't even have a bolt in it yet. But we tapped a little thread for an M5 bolt. I went a bit bigger than the M4s just to, because it's only going to have one holding it in, even though it's as tight can be. So I take that as a win. Yeah, cop that marketplace. I'll figure it out. Oh, I just dropped the bolt in the end. So hopefully you can see what's going on. But basically, hose, and filter down there. So we can almost speed run this at this point. We'll get clamp. Ready? Break that off. 8mm, I guess. Yeah. And lucky, like, these don't need to be any fucking fancy clamps or anything. They're just some cheapies, because this side's not pressurized. It's not an intercooler piping, so it's just got to be on there. That's your goal. Make sure it's on there. So that's that one on. Do this side as well now. For the piping, get on there. I really hate the blue and black. That really annoys the shit out of me. I was trying to get two black from the local store, but they only had one 3-inch pipe. Dumbasses. It's typical of them though. That's what they're always like, so guess it is what it is. I can't do much about it. I'm not going back again another day. Maybe later on, but blue and black will do. Technically, if I have coloured pipes, it means I go faster, right? Alright. Now, one more. Shit. Take that off. Put that on there, tighten down a bit just so it's easier to do. Now, that should go like this. Make sure the airflow meter thing reaches. Of course it does. Beautiful. Filter. Oh, look at that. Deliciousness. You know that shit's cheap when it's got that fully hectic chrome. We don't need any of these inserts. Alright. Oh, deliciousness. Delicious. Flathead, that's, oh well, this will work. It's not a flathead, but it's the same bloody thing. Make sure it's on there properly. Yep. This is like one of the easiest things I've ever done to a car. Which is impressive, because it's probably easier things, but for some reason my luck's always dog shit, so. Amazing. Where'd the sensor go? Don't forget to plug your mass sensor in, or MAF sensor, whatever you want to fuck call it, AFM. Clip it in, and turn it on. Look at that. Fully hectic Wrx intake, pulling straight out of the wheel well. And I've still got my inner guards, so it shouldn't suck up any dirt. We'll throw all this on the ground for now. Make sure, shit. I'll clean up all these bolts, we'll turn her on. This is the moment of truth. Did my airflow trick work, or did I break the car? Oh yeah, she alive. Listen to that condenser fan. Beautiful. Any check engine lights? Double beautiful. Well, we know what that means. Time to go get a sound test. Woo. Woo. Alright, we are heading out now. So this is going to be a real test to see, is it worth buying an intake with a stock intercooler if you want Flutter? This has got nothing to do with performance, because if it's not much louder, then I would just suggest cutting out the bottom of your airbox. I've had no performance issues with that, because I've still got a filter in the way. But if it's noticeably louder, then we already know what the goal is. It's intake time. So it's going to be a good test here. My battery's going flat. It's perfect timing. School pickup. There's cars everywhere. Oh, I'm keen to hear this. I really, really hope it's good. But we're going to find out, I guess. GoPro's in the engine bay. Yeah! That's way better! That's like... that's like 3 times louder. And it's not even full boost, that was like 7, 8 pounds. The induction noise on it! Oh my god, I've got my window down here, but the engine noise you'll hear will be from the GoPro. Nah. Yeah, it is worth it. Stock intercooler. That's why it's a really quick dose, but oh, I've never seen anyone like really post videos about it, but 100% worth it for sure. For a bit of noise, it cost me like, I think $85 all up. So I got the pipe off marketplace, a little bit of ingenuity with that that sensor, and just a filter from the local parts store. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, there goes all my fuel, eh? All my fuel economy is just left. Anyway, I'm going to end the video there. I thank you all for watching. If you are chasing any of the merch, you know, the new tees, we wind that up. Sort of free bird. Yeah, if you're chasing any merch, etc., the new Want Me Dead tee, the new Takeover tee, make sure you head over to the site and grab anything. It'd be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, buy an intake, Wrx, it's worth it.